Welcome back everybody to MLR and Design. I want to present you guys a kit that I just recently finished building and painting, and this is a quarter scale Gladiator kit. Sculpted by David Pereira, limited to 50, and is a private commission. I'm gonna get him spinning. We'll go over the statue itself and everything that is on the base. We'll go over the whole breakdown and just really get you guys in so that you can see all the work that went in on this one. Okay, so as I mentioned, there's a quarter scale piece. I have them here in front of my quarter scale display area where I have my personal pieces, and I just thought it would be cool to kind of like shoot this video in front of this setup just so that we can see how he pretty much scales up in reference to the others. I think it's safe to say that he trumps over a lot of them, with the exception of the Hulk, which is just a massive piece, as you can see there. But this is a very, very big piece, and I really wanted to showcase everything that it comes with, this whole scene. So I gave each thing its own, attention to detail. I really wanted to go all out with this. I want to give a big shout out to the client that commissioned me to do this work. Complete freedom on this. Just really only wanted to make sure that the portraits, the skin of the skin tone is, to his liking. He wanted to be very particular with that, and that's fine. But he just really said, go ahead, do your thing. And I really just went in, and I'm very thankful for that. So shout out to Josh. Thank you for letting me rock out on this. I appreciate, the creative freedom. So we went with a pretty like, not universal, but the outfit itself, we did some references, and the reds are what they are, as red, but the golds, really wanted to make sure that they were ornate and really popped out, with this particular piece. There's many golds. Gold is a hard color to get down, because there's just so many different variations. One can be a little orange, one can be a little pale. So we wanted to get a particular look, and I think it really worked out with this one. The blues are like a semi-metallic. It's not really just pure metallic. I did some mixes, and I got some, with the shadowing in there and this, that. So it really pops against the red. I think it works out. And then with the gold tying everything in, it's perfect. The purple on the skin tones, initially I had a really purple look, and again, working with Josh, we were able to come up with this skin tone, and I think it complements the piece perfectly. As we move down, we'll notice that he's floating above some rubble and some beams that you see there. There's some droids or bots. I don't know exactly what those characters are, but I know that they are like some droids or whatever. And then you have like one which is kind of like the leader. He has his visor on, and he obviously got his staff piercing through his head. So the beams themselves are an aluminum color, and then I did some weathering for, this particular scene. I really was adamant about wanting the rocks to not just be regular rocks or rubble. I wanted it to be a space, it's an alien planet, they're in outer space, it's galactic. That's what I get when I see this, these characters such as, Gladiator here, and Nova, and Miss Marvel, Thanos, those kind of things. I really get that galactic feel. So for the rubble to be just standard rocks, browns and whatever, I didn't think fit. Now, I've seen other paint-ups, and again, every artist has his own spin. I think they did great jobs. I just wanted to go different with this. So really wanted to tackle that. When I take you guys in, you'll see, and hopefully the camera's picking up here at this distance, how the space rock has different colors in it. So you'll see different shimmers of the purples and greens and and the blues in there. So it's pretty much a purple foundation on the rocks, like a purple gray. And then I did some shimmering colors, some FW inks. They have different shimmers. They have blues, they have reds, they have greens, purples, whatever. So I picked my spots, not to overdo it, but really wanted to give that look. So the beams have that look of, that rustic look. Maybe there's you'll see some water stains on them and whatnot, so that there's like an acid. Maybe when it rains in that planet, it's an acid rain, or it's a different type of rain. It's not what we normally get. So you see the droid's armor like really took a beating, and they have that weathering as well. The helmet, this guy really had a tough time with Gladiator, so he's all messed up. The staff, everything has its own element of weathering and personal touch. So the piece is not just the Gladiator. The base itself is another piece. So, and it's just as big as him. So it's crazy. Like the piece itself is a monstrous piece. But I had a lot of fun doing this. It really has paid off in the end. The work that went in, which was a lot, I gotta say I'm very satisfied with this. So to break down the statue itself, as I said, it has an alternate portrait, which I'll switch out. The cape comes off, the collar rope with the two holders, that comes off as well. He is actually attached into that upright beam, so he pegs in and out of there. And then the beam that's kind of like toppled over that you see there, that comes off. The helmet with the staff comes out of the helmet. And then there's like 3 droid heads on the floor, half of a body with a jetpack on it, and another piece of a body that's just laying down with a gun as well. So man, this piece has a lot going on, a lot of eye candy, different angles. Every angle has something to show. So let me get the switch out portrait on, and then after I do that, we'll get a spin or two on there, and then we'll come back and go a little closer. Okay guys, here's the switch ahead. On this one, as you can tell, the expression is different. It has like a smirk on his face, like a victorious smirk, and it's like more of a older kind of look as well. Let me spin them around for you. So same deal. It's pretty much the same setup with the mohawk and the the way that it fits into the actual sculpture. However, the expression is different, and it just gives it a different mood as well when you put one on as well as the other. So the other one is more like a serene look, and this one is more of an aggressive, kind of like, I just kicked your ass and what type, smirk on his face. So guys, I'm going to take you in a little closer, and we'll get better detailing, maybe go into the paint scheme a little bit more, and show you the actual work that went in. Okay guys, here we're in close on the Gladiator here. We're going to have to do this in parts because this thing is just too big, and I'm not able to pan down all the way and get all the details in as I would like to. So just bear with me as I go through the different phases here. You're going to see a lot of fading in and fading out or whatever, but we'll get it done. Alright, so here's the smirk portrait, as I was saying. So the purple skin tone here, you're able to better appreciate that it's not just flat one color. You see the shading, the subtle nuances here and there to really tie it in and make the piece what it is. And here what I really love is how this gold complements against the blues and against the reds, so it's very, very nice the way that it turned out. We'll take this head off, and we'll put on the other one. And now we have this look, which is, like I said, a little bit more of a serene look. It's not as aggressive as the other one. Alright, so we're going to pan down here a little bit. We'll see, try to get everything else in focus here as we can. Here's the belt area. So as you can see, which I failed to mention, the actual suit where the blues are has like this pattern, which is all part of the 3D printing. You know, the sculptor did all of that, so that's cool. Let me try to get here some of the detailing with the staff here. So as you can see, I did some weathering on that as well. The top of the beam, like I said, I really wanted to be like some, acid rain deposits or whatnot. As we go down here, I'll move this down lower, but you see the space rock. That's what I was trying to tell you guys there. See the acid rain kind of like coming off of the beam there. Here are some of the droid, the heads, which also got, the ship beat out of them as well. So there's some weathering on that. Just a lot goes into this piece. So we're gonna continue this. I want to get them spinning, and then we'll go around and show the different angles and get a better look at them as well. All right, so now this is the back of the statue. The cape flows out really sick, really nice. We'll continue to go down here. More of the beams on the opposite side. You see some rocks. It's in between the rocks there. More damage here. Here's the droid. One of them laying down here. That's kind of like the leg. And then there on the arm where the gun is being held, you see the hand. There's like a little area there, like a little display on his hand, or that's what I took it to be. So I did a little map of this area where he's at, and where maybe he was deployed to go and scout where this guy is at, the Gladiator. So there's like little dots and stuff there. And then I did some 5-minute epoxy, and I created like a little dome over it, so it's like a little display on his wrist. You see the weathering of the gun there. That's supposed to be his leg. His head is on the other side. This is like a shoulder pack. So yeah, really detailed too. The muscles, everything that they did on this guy, they exaggerated very well with the Gladiator here. So we'll keep it moving. This is the back of that other droid, and there's the 3 droid heads. More of this guy's helmet here, the beams, etc. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the camera down low. We'll get over the base. We'll go over the base and then give our final thoughts on Gladiator and wrap this guy up. Okay, guys, here's like the droids. Backpack, jetpack area here of this other droid that is sitting here in the backdrop. More weathering of the beams, the space rocks, this guy's helmet here with the staff. Gonna pretty much stay low here. Let me spin this a little bit here so we can get this guy. And you see, now we can see more of the space rock look. And here in those crevices is what I was telling you with the glowing. There you see the little map that I kind of did on his hand there. Different looks. So yeah, guys, really a lot of fun, ton of work, but as I said, payoff is tremendous. So I'm very happy with the way this one came out. Um, I'm gonna zoom back out, give my final thoughts, and really hope you guys like this one. Okay, guys, so this is my final thoughts on the Gladiator kit. I think it's a wonderful kit. It's a tremendous build, though. If you're somebody who's trying to get into this type of thing, this is very advanced. If you want to do a build like this and really go to town, you have to be ready. I mean, one of the biggest challenges was the cape. It was a lot of adjusting, a lot of prep, and a tremendous weight that it has shifts and makes the statue kind of like lean a little bit. I don't know if you guys picked up on that, but that's just a drawback. That's something that comes with the territory with a kit like this. The design and the engineering causes it to lean a little bit so that it doesn't fall over to the other side. But like I said, a tremendous kit. Highly recommended if you're into this kind of stuff, and if you can get your hands on it. There's only 50 of them. I would snatch one up. If you're a Gladiator fan, this is the piece to have. So thank you guys for watching. I look forward to more videos and more posts. I really want to go in a little bit harder now and try to see if I can get more videos out there. I appreciate all the support, and I look forward to doing more pieces. Stay tuned. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up. Guys, take care, and thanks for watching.